Pennsylvania. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap. It's our visiting team and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Mike Tirico and Greg Olsen with you, the veteran Chris Boswell, getting things started. Off we go from a rain-soaked Acrisure Stadium.
Ready, set.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10.
Ready. Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Ramp roll 80. Get up.
First carry for Saquon Barkley. And a good start on the ground. He gets 8 on the game's opener.
Taken down at the 43-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
From the 43, here's 2nd and a couple.
Come on. Set. 19 Charger, go.
Once again, it's Barkley. And nothing doing there. Only back to the line of scrimmage. It'll be an early 3rd down coming up.
No gain on the play.
So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
3 plays in and a test. It's 3rd and 2.
Ready. Cowboy 80.
They'll try to run here with Barkley. A gain there of 11. Good for an Eagles 1st down.
There's a big conversation going on right now around the NFL about what is the true value of having a run game. And I've always thought it comes down to being good at 3 situations. Can you run the ball in the 4th quarter with a lead? How well can you run the ball on the goal line? And then in this case, how well can you run the ball in short yardage situations?
Let's go now. 10 to 60, 10 to 60. 70 line.
Richardson to throw here on 1st and 10. Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. And they'll take this down inside the 35. Give him 13 on that screen play. And a 1st down.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get them the ball, pick up the 1st down.
On 1st and 10, here's Richardson. We'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
A bit of a quick hitter here. And what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short game.
70 line.
A 2nd down throw for Richardson. Throwing off his back foot, and it's taken in.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
7 Pirates. Mustang 19.
Man in motion, heading left. From the gun on 3rd down, Richardson in trouble, and he's going to be taken down. That is T.J. Watt. He gets there for the sack, setting up 4th down. On for the field goal now, it's Brandon Aubrey. This one from 54 yards out. Aubrey's kick is good. And the Eagles are out to an early 3-0 lead.
And that's a good drive right out of the gate. They're able to make some plays, move the ball down the field. I know they didn't get a touchdown, but that is a good, positive result.
From the 6, here comes a return. Now a hit, and he lost the football. And it's recovered by one of his teammates. On the ground, it's Jalen Warren. And he will slosh his way forward on the wet surface for a gain of a yard.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd and 9.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Here's a design run.
They went to the design quarterback run, and there just wasn't a lot of space for the quarterback to operate. You could see him kind of waiting for some of the blocks to develop. Never transpired. Didn't get a whole lot going. Short game.
Here comes 3rd and 6. They'll look to throw. A throw left side, taken in by Wilson. And he's going to be out of bounds just beyond midfield. A gain there of 23 yards. Good for a Steeler first down.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Pass the 60, pass the 60.
Now this is going to be a design run. They let him keep it. That's a nice job keeping his balance in these conditions. A gain of about 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 42-yard line.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd down and 5.
19, 18, 70 range, 70 range. Come 19, come 19. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick.
Off the RPO, they'll get it to Brown. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9.
A gain of 10 yards.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
He'll take this down inside the 30. Sidney Brown, they're on the tackle.
Brought down by Sidney Brown. A 3-yard
2nd down, they need 7.
2nd and 7 at the 29-yard line.
Pass the 60, pass the 60. Buffalo 18. 19 tight, 19 tight. Warrior 70.
Out of the gun, he'll throw. The tight end, Jonnu Smith, secures it. Well, that looked like a pretty clear hold. The gain was 5, but let's check the call.
Let's go. Dragon 6, Cook 19, Lion.
Now they'll set up to throw. Catch made, right side by Wilson. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
The best quarterbacks, Mike, they have an internal clock in their head. How does my protection match up with the rush and the route concept I'm trying to attack downfield? In this case, he's looking downfield, realizes quickly this ball's got to come out, checks it down to his underneath drag, picks up what he can.
And he's taken taken down on what should be the final play of this first quarter.
He was brought down at the 26.
So just a lone field goal in the first quarter of play. It's the Eagles with the early advantage. And we're back to the Steel City after this. Now on fourth down, the veteran Chris Boswell on for the Steelers. Officially, this will be a 43-yarder. Boswell's kick is good. And the Steelers will tie the game at 3 apiece.
Anytime you find yourself kicking in these elements, Mike, you just can't take anything for granted, especially when it comes to your plant foot. Your balance, your control, your footing. It's so important, and give credit. He does a great job here able to put that one through.
35-yard line.
Ready? Bronco switch. Bronco switch. Let's go. Steady.
He'll start on the ground with Barkley. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
On the ready.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. The motion man here is Mitchell. Rolling right. Now a ball deep, middle of the field, and that is incomplete.
They're trying to take the top off the defense, make them feel that vertical threat, and soften everything up. Wasn't a ton of separation downfield, at least not what they would have preferred, and ends up being a wasted down.
Bronco 80. Mustang 19. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates. 70 Rangers. 70 Rangers. Ready, right?
Throwing, Richardson. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. Here comes the Eagles punt team. As this drive quickly stalled out, so he's on to punt it away. Now fair catch is called for and made right there at the 45.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 45-yard line.
Let's go now. Take over.
On the ground, it's Warren to start the drive. And he will slosh his way forward on the wet surface for a gain of a yard.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
Bronco 80. Cowboy 80. 79 Bronco. Viking 18. Mustang 19. Panther 60. Panther 60.
A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. This to the right side, but it's going to wind up incomplete. Jalen Warren was the man he was trying to connect with. Now it's going to be 3rd down.
Viking 18. Go street.
He'll drop to throw. And that one's incomplete. They really ratcheted up the coverage there. And they forced 4th down.
And this passing game continues to come up short these last couple plays. That's 2 consecutive incompletions in a row. Now they're staring 4th down right in the face.
So the Steelers ready to kick this one skyward. Nicole Hardman deep to return. Going to be brought down after a short return, and that's where his team will get possession of the football.
23-yard line.
Ready?
Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. A quick throw on the RPO is complete. And good yardage there after the catch. They'll wind up with a gain of 7 on 1st down.
Brings up 2nd and 3. At the 30-yard line.
Going back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. He'll work forward for a comeback with Deshaun Elliott arm attack.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the 1st down marker, and they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
Don't need much. It is 3rd and inches.
Come on.
They'll run it here with Saquon. And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down, maybe by about a yard, as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
Job well done right there. 3rd and inches. You don't want to chop or step or go east and west. You're just trying to hit this thing downhill as hard as possible, run right at the defense. And he doesn't get a whole lot, but he does get the 1st down.
Here's the first carry for Tank Bigsby. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning 1st down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
Trap 50.
The motion man here is Mitchell. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And he'll be very close to a 1st down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot.
Seemed like the receiver, Mike, ran through like 5 different open zones, but once he found the one that he liked, where the quarterback was expecting him, you see him do a nice job throttling down, secures the catch, and he's able to pick up a nice gain.
19 target.
Oh, there's movement up front. That's going to make this 3rd down a lot tougher.
Here we go. Ready.
That's to the left side and taken in by Smith. That's his first reception of the ballgame, and it really comes at a good time as they get the conversion on 3rd down.
And that's a nice grab for his first catch of the game, Mike. And he's someone that the play caller has told us he wants to get him early touches, get him a feel for the game. Nice job there making that happen.
Out of the gun, there's going to run, and it's Bigsby. And this will be a short pickup down to the 45. Derek Harmon in for the tackle.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 45.
They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8.
Cowboy 80.
3-3 our score. 2 minutes to go in this 1st half. We'll come back to the Steel City after this. Second down, 8 yards to go.
Second Pirates. Ready. 70 Timberwolves. Mustang 19. 79 Broncos.
From the gun, Richardson. That's to the sideline and pulled in by Smith.
Now listen, I'm going to give the guy credit. It was a really nice catch, keeping his feet inbounds along the sidelines. It just doesn't amount to much in the grand scheme of things.
They've converted twice on third down on this drive. Now facing 3rd and 3. They'll try to run for it with Robinson. That's going to be pretty close. Looks at first glance that he had it end. He does. First down.
So, Mike, it's actually funny to say, but these are actually the kind of offensive possessions that defenses want you to have, right? So the idea on defense is make them snap it again, make them go the long way. So at some point, when they continue to get fresh sets of downs, expect them to try to get a big play, try to generate a chunk, and try to move the ball down the field at a quicker pace.
Space to run inside the 20. Give him 27, and it's 1st and goal.
It's a gain of 27.
Sometimes all it takes is that one key block to spring this back. He's just so good in open space, and man, that was a heck of a run, and it sets up 1st and goal.
Ready.
This has been some kind of march downfield now. Can they pay it off with 6? It's 1st and goal. Here's Barkley. This time the sledding becomes a little more difficult. They're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
A loss was definitely not something they had accounted or budgeted for in this spot. And now, I think it really limits. What do you feel comfortable dialing up here on 2nd and goal?
So push back to the 11-yard line for 2nd and goal. Richardson operating from the pistol. Now a screen set up for Barkley. And he gets to the outside and takes it in. Saquon Barkley. Touchdown, Eagles. That touchdown number, 23 for him on the season. The extra point by Aubrey is good. And the Eagles take a 10-3 lead. They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. A safe kick taken at the 5. And he's brought down right at the 35-yard line.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he will slosh his way forward on the wet surface for a gain of a yard.
2 yards.
2nd down and 8.
2nd and 8.
He'll look to throw. He's going to air one out for Metcalf. And that is incomplete. DK Metcalf was the intended target. 3rd down coming up.
I love that they continue to stay aggressive here, Mike. And that route right there, we used to call it a big 8. It's a deep post route, but the ball placement isn't exactly where it needs to be, and that's a missed opportunity.
70 left. Go check.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
The punter remains on the sideline. They're going to line up and go for it on 4th down. So the Eagles will use their first timeout here as they'll discuss what's to come as 4th down is looming. They do indeed snap it as they'll try and throw it. Oh, and he's going to go down. He could not get rid of it. And that's going to bring an end to this first half. First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start.
Take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
They'll start this on the ground with one. And we'll mark them down just shy of the 40. It's a nice start to the drive, a gain of 10, and a quick first down.
Well, really nice start here to the drive. Early down success. Every offensive coordinator is trying to find ways. How do we pick up first downs without having to get to third down? We see it here. Big explosive run. Now the rest of the drive unfolds.
So, from the 39, they come up on first and 10. On the give, it's Johnson. Running room hard to come by as he'll get ahead for a yard. Sidney Brown, they're on the tackle.
A gain of a yard. Brings up second and 9.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's second and 9. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. That's out wide to Warren. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield. Following the play, we have an Eagle who is shaken up. The training staff going to look, and will step out for a moment. Here's first and 10.
7 Pirates, 7 Pop, 70. 60 by 18, Pioneer. Head to 60, head to 60, back to 60.
They'll throw out of the gun. Looking middle, and he's got Brown. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
Brings up second and 4 at the Eagles' 42-yard line.
They'll come up now for second down and 4.
Let's go now.
A run out of the gun with Warren. He's going to be taken down at about the 30. Call it a gain of 13. That's a Steeler first down.
Remember this one thing, Mike. It is not how well or how often you run the ball in the NFL. It's when do you run the ball well in the NFL. And I think that's what a lot of these offensive play callers are starting to realize. Can you run the ball well in critical moments of the game? More important than how many gross yards you run for.
And he'll get forward for about a yard. Veteran safety Jamal Adams there for the tackle.
Brings up second and 8.
Second down, 8 to go from the 28.
18 Cardinal, 19. Warriors 17. Hawk 70. 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. Buffalo 18. Steady right.
Back to throw. Out to his right. Now a deep ball toward the end zone.
I can sit up here all day, Mike, and we can talk about the missed throw. But I think a lot of the credit has to go to the pass defense. Not only did they do a good job making it difficult for them to complete the pass, but I think they saved the touchdown along the way.
Have to get this to the 20. Here's third down. And that is incomplete. John Smith, tight end, man he was looking for there. And it's going to lead to fourth down.
I think he predetermined that third down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
The field goal unit staying put. They're going to line up and go for this on fourth down.
19 tight, 19, 70, 65 yards, 65 yards. Let's go.
That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. And he's going to have the Steelers first down. As they manage to convert, that'll keep this drive alive.
First and 10 at the 18-yard line.
They'll run straight ahead with Warren. And they're in business now. He is out of bounds inside the 10.
10 more yards.
A pickup of 10, and it's going to set up first and goal.
And this offense just continues to chew up yards and get first down after first down. And defensively now, you find yourself a little bit on your heels. You're defending a goal-to-go situation. They need to step up here and get a stop.
They'll run with Johnson. Down to the goal line. No signal. Is he in? They'll say it did not break the plane, but a real solid gain on first and goal. Second and goal.
Here we go, here we go.
Getting the tight end involved in the run game here. And he barrels his way into the end zone. Darnell Washington. Touchdown Steelers. His second rushing touchdown of the year.
Make no mistake about it, he may get the glory, but that does not happen without unbelievable blocking up front. So let's give the big guys all the credit in the world. He's able to displace the defense right there at the point of attack, and that's about as easy a goal line touchdown as you're going to see all year.
Chris Boswell, the kickoff for
So back to level after the touchdown, and time for the kickoff. This one is going to sail through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
From the 35, it's first and 10.
Here we go. Check. 18 Cardinal. Steady.
On the ground, it's Barkley to start the drive. And he works past the 40, taken down after a gain of 7.
Taken down at the 43-yard line.
From the 43, here's second and 2.
Check, Panther. Ready.
He'll stay on the ground with Barkley. And he'll get past the marker. So he's got a first down on that gain of 5.
5-yard gain.
It just seems like every time this guy touches the ball, he makes something happen. And not all of his runs are always going to be positive. He's kind of one of those guys that's going to get a 0, a 1, a 2. But it's the home run threat. It's the big plays that really tip the scales in your favor. And when you can generate those big explosive plays on the ground, man, it makes such a big difference for the offense.
That's a nice job keeping his balance in these conditions. A gain of about 5. From the 46, here's second and 5.
Ready. Cowboy 80. Lead alert.
They'll run. He'll try the left side now. Gets to the edge at the 30. So close to taking it all the way. They bring him down to 2, but it's first and goal from there. It is a big play for the Eagles. 45 yards.
Hawk 70.
Man in motion is Smith. They'll try to run this one in. And he barrels his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Tokyo. Touchdown number 9 for the year. Taking care of business on the ground to get the score. And, Greg, the big guys up front, they deserve it. And look at this. The extra point is blocked. He gets free. He's to the 40. Inside the 20. And he's going to take this one back all the way. Disastrous. The blocked extra point leads to 2 for the defense instead of 1 for the offense. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. That one's going to skip into the end zone for a touchback.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10. At their own
the drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. Here's a handoff to Waller. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up 2nd down.
And we're starting to see the fruits of their labor paying off here. I mean, they've used this run game to throw a bunch of body blows throughout the entire contest. And while some of the carries didn't result in much at the time, it's clear they're starting to take its toll on this defense.
They tackle him at the 38, but that run is good enough to pick up the 1st down.
That's good for a Steelers 1st down. 1st and 10.
So, 3 quarters now in the books. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. So, 1st and 10 here now at the 38. Fourth quarter begins on the ground. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield.
Nice job by them getting the back to the perimeter. Then he's able to get outside, stick his foot in the ground, and then get vertical right down the numbers. Those are the type of runs this offense wants to see more of going forward.
19, 18, go!
On the handoff, it's Johnson. Cutting very difficult in these conditions. He gets forward here for a gain of about 3.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and 6. Finding Metcalf quickly on the RPO. And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain.
Certainly not how they drew it up for his first catch of the game, but he's on the board, and I think the hope is continue to go his way, and next time, let's try to pick up some yards.
Big play coming up. This is 3rd down.
19 tight, 19 tight.
Throwing now from the gun. And that is incomplete.
I think as the offense comes to the sideline now, the quarterback and his wide receivers need to get together and say, hey guys, what are you seeing out there? How can we find some open targets? Because on that last down, there was nowhere to go with the ball.
Trailing late, they've got to go here. It's 4th down.
70 Rangers, 70 Rangers.
He'll take a shot, looking for Wilson. And that's going to be incomplete. They had to take that chance, trailing here in the fourth, but they will turn it over on down.
Here we go, set. Cougar 19.
Drive will start on the ground, and he will slosh his way forward on the wet surface for a gain of a yard.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 9.
Extra Cardinal.
They'll run straight ahead with Barkley. And they'll only manage to pick up 3 yards. And that leads to 3rd down.
The tackle made at the 47-yard line. A 3-yard gain on the play brings up 3rd down.
Dragon 60. Cut 19. Cut 19. Ready.
Out of shotgun, Richardson. Oh, he's got this one complete to Goddard. And he's going to have the 1st down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on 3rd down.
Ready,
First
break.
down. It's a gain of 6. And an Eagle 1st down.
Viking 18. Check,
Man in motion is Smith.
Set, hurt. Ready.
From the gun, here's a handoff, and he will slosh his way forward on the wet surface for a gain of a yard.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
Here now, 2nd and 9 from the 39-yard line.
Ready. Cowboy 80. Tiger, 19 Tiger.
Richardson. Oh, they got the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Queen.
Just a brutal mistake there, Mike. I mean, they have a chance to put a late scoring drive together and increase their lead. But now with that interception, all the momentum shifts to their opponents, and now they got to rely on their defense to hopefully get a stop and get them the ball back.
Right away, they'll set up to throw. They look underneath here for Johnson. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line.
First down.
18 yards. What a great way to start the drive. It's a 1st down.
Got it. Ready. Take. Back to 60. Heads. Take up.
On the ground, this is Warren. And some good footwork there. He'll take this forward for a gain of 8. Following the play, we have an Eagle who is shaken up. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment.
Ready.
Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd and a couple. Now, this looks like a design run. And he's out of bounds. It's a 1st down for the moment, but it appears it's not going to stay that way. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked up by Cooper DeJean. And he is going to score. A pick 6 for the touchdown. What a time for a pick six for the defense. As the other team is trying to get themselves right back in this one, the defense extends the margin with the pick six.
Yeah, just a critical moment. You find yourself on defense, Mike, trying to hang on to this lead. And not only do you do that, you pick six them, and you're able to extend that lead.
Steelers 12.
So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. Johnson now to return. Oh, he's got room past the 30. Oh, very good field position to start as the return is past the 40.
At their own 42-yard line.
They'll come up for first and 10. Right back to the air following that pick six. Firing right side, brought in by Brown. And he's out of bounds inside the 45-yard line.
That's good for us.
All three timeouts plus the 2-minute warning remain as we get set for first and 10. They'll look to throw. That's caught by the tight end, Smith. He is out of bounds. They have worked it inside the 50s. A pickup there of 28 yards.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
And he will score! Game on! Roman Wilson! Touchdown, Pittsburgh! His fourth TD grab of the season. Boswell now for the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Steelers will cut the deficit down to 4. So time here for the onside kick just in front of the 2-minute warning.
Late in the game, this is where you see teams really start taking some chances. And boy, this was a big one, but it's not going to work out.
Come on, ready?
On the give, it's Robinson. That's a nice job keeping his balance in these conditions. A gain of about 5.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 36-yard line.
They'll work now on 2nd and 4.
Go street. 19 Tiger.
Another run here for Robinson. And you'll see a timeout used by the defense, stopping it right out of the break. 1:57 to go in the game.
3rd and 3.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. 3rd and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
They'll try to run for it with Robinson. And he's not going to get there. Wallop right at the line of scrimmage. And now it's 4th down.
A loss of a yard.
This is one of those down and distances where the offense really could either run or pass, but give credit to the defense. They sold out to stop the run, and boy, were they right. They take them down for a loss.
Come on, guys, dig deep.
The offense staying out there for this 4th down.
Ready? 19, 18, 19. 60 Maverick. Go.
They'll drop to throw. This one incomplete. The defense up to the challenge there. They force the incompletion, and they'll take the ball over on down. Here's 1st and 10. They'll go with Johnson.
Really nice job by the interior of this offensive line. It typically just takes one guy to distort the defense to give the back enough room to operate, and that's exactly what they did here, and it led to a big gain.
At the 45-yard
19
line.
tight. 19 tight. 70 range. 70.
Now they'll set up to throw. On the run to the right. He's going to run it.
When you find yourself trailing here late in the game, decision-making is critical. Not only is he able to extend the drive by picking up the first down with his legs, great job by the quarterback understanding, get out of bounds, stop the clock, save as much time as possible as they try to make a comeback.
Room to run at the 35. And they'll finally run him down, but not before he takes it inside the 15.
A gain of 36
It's a big play when they needed it the most. 36 yards. Final minute, one timeout remaining, and it's 1st and 10. Here's a designed run.
In order to be successful as a run-heavy offense, Mike, it's so important that you remain really efficient on 1st and 2nd down. The last thing you want is to be in 3rd and pass, and it really throws off what you feel like your strengths are. So now you get down here in the red zone, it's got to be touchdowns. These long, sustained drives on the ground, you kick a field goal, that's a win for the defense.
At this point, we're going to need 2 hands to count for how many yards he's averaged in this one, Mike. But unfortunately, it just hasn't been enough to overcome the deficit here at this stage of the game.
Tracking 60. 79 Broncos.
They'll throw here on 3rd and short. Under pressure, now he's going to go down back at the 8-yard line. Here we go. This is 4th down. And that is incomplete. They had their chance. They took it there. Look, they're trailing late. Got to let it fly. This will wind up a turnover on down.
Is a turnover on
60
down.
Eagles. 60 Eagles.
Victory formation, defense powerless to stop. And that should just about do it. So it's a win here for the visiting Eagles. And it is their 3rd consecutive victory. They continue to play great football here in this latest stretch. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Therese.